Tomorrow it's off to the slaughter. Why must everything always be out of reach?
Okay.
That's one of the town bailiff's shirts.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing there?
The beautiful decoration.
I'm authorized to do that. Hey, there is indeed one of Olgierd's brass oak leaves. Let's see what the windbag has to say about that.
If he would do a fair trade.
Don't you think you've eaten enough mud for one day, birdcatcher? Or would you like Ulfried to provide you with seconds?
No, thank you.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Aren't you one of the Nostrians' fiercest enemies? So why do you participate in a challenge to honor their queen?
I'm not doing it for that Nostrian broad. I'm only doing this for me. There will never be peace with that vermin. An alliance between Andergast and Nostria? That would be as natural as... a flying frog?
Witty.
It took him a minute, didn't it?
Look, Olgierd, an oak leaf of pure brass. It just fell in front of my feet.
That must be the one from the castle guard. Where did you...
Why don't we just swap? Oak leaf for oak leaf.
So that you can win? No way.
If we don't, neither of us will win. There are other participants in the challenge, as you know.
All right then. How many oak leaves do you have already?
As many as you have.
I see. All right, birdcatcher. This is your lucky day. We'll swap, but be warned, Geron. If you win the challenge, Ulfried will beat you to a pulp.
Well, you better get some rest then.
Better get some rest.
I've got all 4. I should hurry to the Chamberlain.
Where is the Chamberlain?
You again?
I've got all 4 oak leaves.
What? You? Show them to me. Yes, indeed.
Now the dire bunch can see who were the fools all along.
Not so fast. There's one more task ahead of you.
But I've collected all 4 leaves.
Take this town pennant here and hoist it in front of the castle walls.
Oh my. Now that reeks of harassment.
It's meant to be a tribute to the town and your king. You are supposed to show your pride in being a subject of the King of Andergast.
Piece of cake.
The birdcatcher has succeeded. That's not a good omen.
What? Not.
You have achieved victory in the Oak Leaf Challenge.
Who would have thought?
In order to receive your honors, you will be allowed to appear before your king today. But someone of your ilk will not be admitted into the presence of the king, just like that. So listen to me carefully.
Whatever you say, Master Chamberlain.
Royal Chamberlain.
My apologies.
First rule, you're only to talk if you are spoken to first. Do not ever interrupt the king, or me for that matter, and don't approach the throne closer than 7 paces.
Yes, sir.
You can count to 7, right?
7 is the number that comes after 6.
You will address the king as Your Royal Highness, or Your Majesty.
Your Royal Highness. Got it?
Don't cause me any embarrassment. One slip, and you'll have spent your final day in Andergast. All right, let's get this thing over with.
Newcastle, report.
The young queen of Nostria will spend some memorable days here in Andergast, Your Majesty.
Have the guards been clothed properly from the armory? And has the messenger with a welcome note finally been sent?
Not only that, my liege. The finest pastries have arrived from Albernian shores. They taste delicious. And we finally managed to cast the role of the rogue Morgul for the soirée. Old Buckledorn will play the part.
An interesting choice. He shall not frighten the queen too much, though.
As you wish, my liege.
Who is that young lad over there? Is he a carny too?
Your Majesty, a victor has been named in the minor challenge of the oak leaf for the common folk. It is young Garon from the Tannerhood.
Your Majesty.
The youngster is the stepchild of Ranger Gwynling.
Is that so?
It's true, Your Majesty.
Old Gwendling. Without him, we'd probably still be fearing the seer to this day.
Your Majesty, don't forget that...
He paid his dues. Be that as it may. I hereby proclaim you winner of the Oak Leaf Challenge, Garon.
Thus spoken and sealed in the 1889th year of independence.
May you make Andergast proud, my boy.
You may thank the king and rise now.
I thank you for this honor, Your Majesty.
Your audience is over now.
Wait. Say, didn't you learn the trade of the hunt from Gwendling, Garon?
Of course. I put the fear of the gods in wolves and bears.
Well, we don't have too much of a problem with those in this castle. Say, Sir Newcastle, have the attempts to rid the royal guest chambers of those nasty crows been successful yet?
Your Majesty, we're doing all we can.
But
they're proving themselves quite obstinate, my liege. Nasty little buggers indeed, those crows.
I've been hearing that
sounds
for
like a crow.
days now.
The servants are doing the best they can.
Not good enough, it seems.
If only they knew of
It
a
would
crow
constitute an
catcher.
insult to the Queen of Nostria. Garon, do you think you can deal with crows?
They're just birds like every other kind. You bait them, scoop them, grab hold of them.
Well, that's good news. I hereby charge you with the mission of ridding the royal guest chamber of all crows.
But your Majesty...
The whole court is terribly busy, Newcastle. I'm sure you can use a helping hand.
Of course, my liege. I'm just saying... Well, you know what people say about him.
I'm not inclined to bother with the superstitions of the plebs. It is concluded.
Plebs.
Take the man-child to the ravaged chambers at once.
Very well, my liege.
Fulfill your charge well, Garon, and we'll meet again. The fate of Andergast lies in your hands.
I will not disappoint you, my king.
You have brought me some serious trouble already, young man.
What?
I hope you won't cause us any more bad luck.
The king
I'll
was
do
the
my
one who
best.
did it.
The crows have been at it in here since yesterday. You can see for yourself what damage they've done. In just a few days, the Queen of Nostria will arrive. These are the only appropriate chambers for a guest of that importance.
Really?
This must have been a nice room once.
Spare your cheeky comments. You'd better start catching those crows. And I said catch, not kill. King Aphedan's wife doesn't want any bad omens, you hear?
Got it. I'll think of something.
And don't let your fingers get sticky.
I'll never be able to catch them with my bare hands.
Okay, you gotta bait them first. What we got down here?
Softer than my bed. What a massive fireplace. I'll never be able to catch them with my bare hands. I'll need some bait and a net.
Bait and a net. I think you already have a net.
Out of reach.
Oh, you took the chandelier. So let's start with the net trap here. Make it look like a nest.
A bird catcher needs two things. A proper trap and the right bait.
Whoop! Alright.
What was that?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Alright, that's one. Okay, that'll fit in your pocket, right?
No wonder the stag fell down.
Oh, look at there. Yeah, see that. Ah, look at there. There we go. They say, hey, guys, come on over. Everything's just fine. whoop. Watch out. Watch out. You're being attacked. Those beaks hurt. Ooh, flashback. You spell doom.
Just as I thought.
What? Where am I? The execution. The seer.
Silence! No bad omens. And to think I put in a good word to the king for you.
What happened?
I know what will happen. You'll catch those crows by the hour of 6 this evening, or you'll be put in the pillory.
The crows. Right. I don't suppose this was successful.
The sand in your hourglass is wasting away, birdcatcher. It will run out at the hour of 6 this evening.
This dream, it... Pull yourself together, Geron, and start to deal with those crows already. The king trusts me. I can't let him down. Perhaps Gwynling found something that can help me while he was dissecting the bird.
I don't know. I don't know if it's some music that does the cutscenes or not.
Geron, you turned up at the right time.
He sure seems to have gone through a mood change. That can't be good.
You'll have to catch a fairy for me, as quickly as possible.
A fairy? What's gotten into you?
Thought they were
We don't have
birdcatchers.
much time. Help me.
Wait a minute. You won't help me, but you want me to help you.
What do you need a fairy for? Is she supposed to drive away the crows for you?
I may be wrong, but perhaps the seer is back.
Again with this horror story. You're not making any sense. You'd better help me expel the crows from the royal guest chambers.
Later. For now, just do what I tell you.
How could the seer possibly be back? He's dead, isn't he?
We all watched him die, but now not only the crows have returned.
But the magpies too?
Murders, Geron, where none should occur. First Knight Ulderich, now Magister Dorata. They were the ones who put the seer at the stake. Who knows what else will happen?
What's a fairy got to do with the seer?
Not a fairy, the fairy. You have to catch her before someone else does.
What does the seer want with the fairy?
Only she can unleash the power of the magic harp. No man, not even the seer, can play it without dying. By the gods. If he's back, everything will start all over.
You aren't making any sense to me, old man. Tell me more about that magic harp.
I don't know. It is said to be from the realm of the fairies.
Is this the one in the drawing?
This is what she might look like. Who can be sure?
What powers does the harp hold?
Nobody knows. But it is said that when the harp sounds, Andergast will perish. That's why you have to catch the fairy. She is the key.
What did the seer want with the harp?
He longed for her because she was the gateway to his power. Or that's what he thought, anyway.
How do you know so much about the seer?
It was I who led all those heroes to him. To his hideout in the Stone Oak Forest.
You were part of the hero's quest?
Hunters and scouts. We caught him. And then we burnt him.
And now a knight and a magician are dead.
Just trust me, and all will be fine.
Why haven't you told me all this before?
Now is not the time.
Well, obviously, it never was the time. How did you catch that crow over there?
A certain attractant, but it needs water that's been touched by fairy magic.
So I would have to go where the fairy lives anyway.
That's right.
Aha.
If I catch the fairy, will you help me with the king's crows?
Promise. But would you please hurry now?
You don't have to tell me that. All right. How do I catch a fairy?
The fairy lives in a hidden place in the Stone Oak Forest, near an old but sealed fairy portal. Look about 2 midden miles north of the Old Finger, where the oneberries grow. If you hear the great waterfall, you're in the right place.
Oh, I'll find that place all right.
Try to lure the fairy out of her hollow by playing your flute. She's nosy, but also very shy.
and then I'll catch her with a cage.
Fairies can be deceiving. Don't let her put a spell on you.
Not to worry. If she's got wings, I'll catch her. And with this fairy water, I'll be able to catch my crows?
Yes. All the other ingredients are easy to find.
Splendid. The king will be amazed. I'm on my way now.
You mustn't fail.
Gwynling rummaged through the whole room yesterday to find this drawing.
Hey, the cage is repaired.
Is the cage fixed yet?
Yes. And take better care of it next time.
Well, he wasn't the one who broke it in the first place. Okay, let's see. Guess we go catch a ferry. Well, that was fast.
Very well then.
So that's 2 midden miles.
Hello there.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What?
Nothing. You're doing all right. Just keep practicing. I'm not even here. You're all alone in the woods and nobody's here to judge you. Not even me. See how I'm born?
That must be her. Stop. Wait.
Achievement get into the big wide world.
Come on out, will you?
Who?
Why, you, of course.
Who, me? Have you forgotten you're all alone?
I'm not alone. You are here.
And who else?
Nobody?
Aha! If you were a friend of the forest, they'd all be here. The moss hogs and the hazel ferrets. The pebble crane would even rain on you from the skies to honor you. And the wood foxes would build a magnificent bonfire and everyone would dance.
What?
But as you are not a friend of the forest, everyone just stayed at home.
Ah, that's one way to save on animation. Just draw an invisible fairy.
If I were a friend of the forest, would you come out then?
Yes, in that case we'd have something to talk about. We'd have to stand in awkward silence otherwise.
And in order to be a friend of the forest, I'd have to...
Have friends, that's right. Resin rats, for example. Or paper finches.
And where would I find those?
If you don't have any friends, you'll have to make them up.
What on earth has Gwynling foisted upon me? I'll be back in a minute.
Pile of leaves.
What's hidden in the foliage there? Ow! No fairy, just a hedgehog.
That's a big hedgehog.
Very well. Perhaps Gwynling will settle for a hedgehog in case I can't catch the fairy.
Serves you right, spiky guy. You shouldn't always sting our guests. No wonder no one ever comes to visit us.
Chestnut twigs.
Help yourself. I have plenty of those.
Twigs?
Lure the fairy out of her hollow playing the flute. Great idea, Gwynling. All right. This one goes here. That one there. This one over there. Chestnut mannequin. Hello? Look at my hedgehog. He's my friend.
But you had to imprison him so that he stays with you. That's no way to treat a friend.
Well, now, a chestnut king.
A king? Really?
Yeah, he rules the realm of the chestnuts and he's my friend.
I'm deeply honored, your tiny majesty.
Here on here is my dearest friend of the forest, my lady fairy.
Both of you may enter.
Finally.
Yay!
What a strange place.
Huh.
Dolls made of bulbs with hats made of leaves. But where is the...
Hello.